I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey, yo, I need that.
Coach thanks, located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Okay, 55. Come on.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Check 52 to the right. Check 52 to the right.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, Erickson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
To throw on 3rd down, Erickson. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. On first down, Dobbins. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 9 now. It's complete to Drake. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking to throw. Erickson. Room here to run. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the ball.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Jerome Baker, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake, Erickson. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And the safety, Carl Joseph, there to knock that one away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on.
On 3rd down, Erickson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, and he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
52's the mark, boys, 52. And we got to get to the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Here we go. Good team running. Good team running. Tight left. Hey, we got four now. Choose the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now Jackson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A good pickup of 6 there on first down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he?
He's got it at the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, being chased out left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this one's incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson escaping the pressure, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. On first down, Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic.
Now Drake loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got Jack Doyle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. What did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Drake. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Check that. What, Mike 52? Right here.
46-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Erickson, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Eluding the pressure right. He completes this into the hands of Miller. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. They'll find Miller. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jackson now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Completes it to Miller. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Anthony Miller, as the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Looking to throw. Erickson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yards.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They'll try the left side. Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
By 52, by 52.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. On first down, Erickson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Erickson. And he'll find Hall. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw on second down, Erickson over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
First down, Ravens.
Come on, set. 6 yards. Watch the slack.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Just like that. Just like that.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Erickson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, to almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep this time for Miller. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as...
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
That is today's NFL, isn't it? If you're going to be a running back in this league, you've got to be complete to stay on the field, at least for those 3 downs we talked about. Got to be able to catch it, which he's doing quite well in this one. 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, a little unconventional. He hasn't been able to cross the goal line as a runner, but as you say, twice as a receiver. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Jackson on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down.
Three down. Mike 52. Watch QB drop. What? Go. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to his left. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratching their head. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson. This is Miller. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8.
Watch two.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. 2nd down and inches. It's complete to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, Erickson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Erickson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Back to throw. Erickson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 2nd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
24 is the mic. Hey, lock it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Erickson complete to his tight end Sample. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Looking to throw. Erickson. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and 1. That'll bring up 2nd. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Let's go now.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. But, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Baltimore, they climb back to 500 now at 3.